questioning 5 tribes that claims extraterrestrial beings visited them. What if parts of history were wiped out or rewritten because they would simply be inconvenient for modern society? Intriguing facts make many believe that history before a certain point was either erased or brutally modified. History is written by the victorious. And who knows how many crucial parts of history have been changed, and what was in the ancient times. One, Hopi Indians. The Hopi Indians are American Indians, consisting of about 5,000 inhabitants, living in Arizona. The Hopi consider their land to be sacred. They claim they received the land from the Great Spirit, and that it is their duty to guard and take care of it. Although the Hopi do not possess any written records of their ancient myths and legends, they have, thanks to oral traditions, managed to preserve the knowledge of their ancient visitors. According to the Hopi, the visitors were called Kachinas. They were no gods, but they could be described as watchers. The gods sent them, and their mission was to teach, defend, and watch over the Hopi. The Kachinas were real physical beings of flesh and blood, and they looked just like ordinary humans. They came from a distant planet, the Hopi called Tuawanawataka, located outside our solar system. The Kachinas used flying vehicles to move around on Earth, or when they traveled back to their home planet. These flying machines had different size and names. One of them was called Paratorowa. Furthermore, their crafts were extremely fast, and the Kachinas could conquer immense distances in space during only a few seconds. Two, Dogon tribe. The Dogon are an ethnic group living in the central plateau region of Mali, in Western Africa. The population numbers between 400,000 and 800,000. The tribe had vast knowledge concerning a nearby star system and its precise functioning. The star we now call Sirius, its mysterious companion, was actually discovered much later. The Dogon spoke of a dark sister since 5,000 years ago, and maybe even before that. In 1844, German astronomer Friedrich Bessel caught wind of Sirius' strange behavior. First, Bessel discovered that Sirius followed a peculiar path, but could not determine why. He could only presume another body, similar in size, was somewhere near it and altering its course. The fact that this object remained invisible was still a mystery. Future astronomers were later able to conclude that the invisible object was in fact what we now know as Sirius B. It remained invisible because it is a degenerate dwarf, a planet or body that is much heavier in mass than it should be for its size or volume. It took modern science decades to discover what the Dogon have known for more than 5,000 years. The fact that ancient people had astronomical knowledge we have only been able to uncover lately is mind-boggling. The Dogon tribe had the most specific and vast information about this star system. They claim there's also a third star, named Mya, in the Sirius system, we still have absolutely no knowledge about. Three, Lakota people. The Lakota people, also known as Teton, are one of the indigenous peoples of the Great Plains of North America. They occupy lands in both North and South Dakota. Legends of the Lakota tell of star people who came to them many generations ago. The star people brought spiritual teachings, stories and maps of the cosmos, and they offered these freely. They were kind, loving, and set a great example. They even stated that when they left them, The Lakota people felt a loneliness like no other. Four, the Zuni Indians. The Zuni are a Pueblo people located in New Mexico. They have a belief system, if not actual experiences, related to ancestors who came from the sky. Recently, they started to call them star people. They believed that their grandfathers had a very direct connection with beings from space. And these extraterrestrial aliens continued to visit and interact with them to this day. But the most impressive is the rock art. You could clearly see strange humanoids towering over them, with strange round eyes and oval-shaped heads. And they also have some kind of antenna over their heads. 5. Maranjam Community. A medium-sized Aboriginal community located in Western Australia. In 2011, Maranjam had a population of 295. The Maranjam has a very peculiar rock art. The experts speculate that rock art could date around 3,800 to 4,000 years old. They represent the Wandjina. The Wandjina, for them, represent cloud and rain spirits from their mythology. But the style used to represent these spirits with round big heads and round eyes and as if wearing some kind of spacesuit is simply strange. Could they have had some encounter with something that they represented in these art rock in their past? The shape and style is very much similar to many other rock art, roughly from the same era, in other very distant part of Earth.
At the end, don't forget to subscribe and like. And as always, question everything.